Okay, so let's talk about the right business structure to help you secure business funding for your business. Because believe it or not, one of the major difficulties that many business owners face is in relation to actually having the correct business structure in place that will help them secure grant funding when it comes to either starting their business or indeed growing their business. And having the right business structure in place can prove extremely useful when it comes to helping you secure that business funding. Now, before you start making grant applications for your business, you want to make sure that you create a business plan. And at the very minimum, your business plan needs to contain certain questions, okay? It needs to answer certain questions. And some of those questions really needs to be focused around what is the growth potential of this business that you are looking to start? Okay, what sort of licenses and permits do you foresee that you might require as a result of starting this business? And if you know the answer to this, what is the potential break-even point? Okay, at what point of running this business do you as the business owner expect that this business is going to break even? So this is at the very minimum some of the basic questions you need to be thinking about answering as part of writing your business plan. Now, I do have a free business plan which can help you actually write your very first business plan if this is your first time writing a business plan. I'll be sure to leave the link to that download down in the description box below. The next area I see many business owners failing is where they fail to have a professional email address. Now, you cannot be making grant applications without having some method of contact, okay, a way of how the organization that you're applying to is going to contact you. And the best way to do this is usually for you to have some sort of professional email address. I would highly recommend it is a professional one rather than a personal email address, because if you think about it, you are applying to an organization to help secure funding for your business. So you want to make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, and having a professional email address can help you come across as being more trustworthy, and it will certainly help the image of your business when it comes to actually looking at the grant applications as a whole. So if you don't have a professional email address, it's very easy to get started with one, and it's very affordable to do so. Now, vast majority of business owners will come to realize that when they're making applications to secure grants for their businesses, one of the key requirements is usually that you have in place a business entity, okay, of some sort for your business. Now, usually what that means is your business is currently registered or falls into one of three main categories. Usually, okay, it might be that your business is currently registered as a UK limited company by Companies House, or indeed your company is actually registered as a charity instead, okay, and that is usually with the Charities Commission here in the UK. And a third alternative for many people looking to secure business funding for their business might be simply that they are a sole trader who have registered with HMRC. Now, it's going to be important that you think about which of these types of business entities your particular business falls under. Not only because it's going to be a key requirement as part of applying for the grant funding, but it's also going to be important that you know how your particular business entity needs to handle any grant money, any grant funding that actually comes into the business, okay? But ideally, this is something your accountant will be able to help you advise with. Now, I can't emphasize just how important having a business bank account is when it comes to securing grant funding for your business. If you don't have a business bank account that is linked to your business name, to your organization's name, then it is going to be extremely hard for you to actually secure any grant funding, because there are almost no grant organizations that are going to be willing to pay that grant funding into a bank account that is not registered in your business name. So if you don't have any business bank account currently, I would highly suggest that you look at opening a business bank account that is registered in your business's name. Now, next is going to be business certifications, because whether or not you are a startup or you're simply looking for charitable donations, one of the things that's really going to help you stand out when it comes to helping you secure grant funding for your business is whether or not you have the right business certifications that will help you run this business successfully. Okay, and that really depends on what your business is. Okay, it's not that it's a necessity as such, but in most cases I've noticed that it does help business owners significantly when it comes to them making those grant applications. So if, for instance, you run a business that is, say, in the cooking industry, for instance, then having some qualifications, you know, some certifications in that area might help a long way. Okay, likewise, if you're someone who runs a photography business or a modeling business or anything like that, then you might find that having a really concrete portfolio of some of the things that you've been doing, how it's helped your business so far, will really go a long way to helping your grant application be more successful. Now, that leads me on to the next thing you want to consider when it comes to structuring your business the right way to helping you secure grant funding, and that is to consider having the right business certifications for your business. Now, this is not a necessity as such, but I have noticed that this helps business owners a lot, okay, when it comes to making those grant applications, and it helps increase their chances of succeeding and getting that grant funding. So if you don't have any business certifications within your field of expertise, I would highly suggest that you think about getting some, acquiring some, because it would definitely help to show that you are a more trustworthy business owner. It will help a lot to show that you have the relevant expertise within your area and you have the certifications alongside that to prove that as well. Now, in some instances, depending on what grant it is that you're applying for, many grant organizations might even stipulate that you need particular business certifications in order to actually apply for that grant. It's not in all cases, but in some cases that definitely does seem to be the case. So it's definitely something that I would highly suggest that you should think about having well before you actually start making those grant applications. The thing you absolutely want to make sure you're doing is also making sure that you have relevant social media accounts that are active for your business. Now, social media is completely free, but it can be such a valuable tool when it comes to actually helping you secure grant funding from organizations. Now, why is that the case? This is the case because having active social media accounts can actually help you reach a wide variety of potential investors, as well as helping you actually showcase your business to potential investors and also build relationships with anyone who might be looking to invest in your business. So really, I would say that if you don't have a social media account for your business, you're actually missing out on potential investment opportunities that people out there, potential investors, might be looking to get involved in. Okay, so you definitely want to make sure that you have relevant and active social media accounts and you are engaging on those social media accounts, because you will actually find that by having social media accounts out there, you can attract investors into your business that you ordinarily might not even have thought to make applications to, or you may not have known that they were interested in investing in a business opportunity like yours. If you're looking to make your application for a grant funding for your business, then do make sure you utilize some of the tips that I've shared in this video, and also make sure that you download the business plan guide that I mentioned earlier on to help you get started with developing and creating your very first business plan that will help you eventually secure that grant funding for your business. Thank you so much for watching. Please do make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe and share this video with a fellow business owner that might find it useful.